Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Serena.
And I'm James.
And today we are doing a collective energy reading for you for this week. So watch this video. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us today. Definitely hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time one of these new readings comes out. Today we are going to do a little energy update for you so you can, kind of stay in touch with what to expect in the Twin Flame Collective. So, let us see what the cards have in store for us today.
One or two?
Two. So, I have Flowing.
And I got Destiny.
Destiny. And so do you have anything right off the bat?
You can go first.
All right. So what instantly comes up for me, Flowing, this has a lot of like blue. It's got feathers. So there's these sparkles coming out of this woman and she's like all in blue. So this is feeling to me like very feminine, very like in the deep feminine voids. So anybody on the twin flame journey that's going to relate to the feminine, this message is going to be for you, right? So we are now kind of in this space where we are dropping the expectations, right? We are dropping the it needs to be like XYZ, and we are starting to flow a lot more. So we are understanding that when we are truly present with ourselves, we are present with what's, coming up, the moment at hand, we can be a lot more receptive. And this comes also like if you've been struggling recently and you've been not knowing what direction to go in, or you feel like you've been stuck, or like you need to turn over a new leaf. We just had some stuff going on in Aries, so we kind of had this new beginning kind of feeling. So there's this element of when you sit back, you tune in, you listen, you get into your feminine a little bit more, and you follow your heart. The heart is very much, a very feminine-led type situation, because the heart and the womb, the sacral chakra, are so much connected. And then we also have this blue, right? So blue, you think of the throat chakra. There's this element of like kind of syncing everything up. So when you're flowing, you're really in sync with yourself. You're in sync with nature. You think of water that flows, it doesn't rush anywhere. Like it knows it's going to get to where it needs to get at the exact right time. So the feminines in this collective are kind of now starting to really understand that. So if you identify with the feminine part in the masculine feminine dynamic, if you identify with that femininity, then that's kind of, that's where we're approaching. That's what we're working on. We're working on, letting go of that more masculine structured perspective and getting into more of our own, like sitting down, relaxing, trusting the universe. And that's also exactly where I've been at too. We just literally talked about this in like my business, and and everything that I'm doing is kind of shifting more into this like heart-centered, I just want to feel good. I want to put the focus back on myself. I want to make content from a place of love, from a place of overflowing, right? So flowing and overflowing, you have to fill yourself first, and then you can give from that space rather than just XYZ, it's on a to-do list type of situation.
My turn.
What's destiny, my love?
So I pull the Destiny card. As you can see, there's a rainbow, there's a doorway, some stars, trees. So for me, what I'm kind of getting from this card is it syncs up very well with yours, the flowing, because when you allow yourself to flow with things and go with what's actually coming and not fighting against or trying to make things come about, you end up following and getting towards where your destiny actually is a lot more. So a lot of times with your destiny, a lot of people, they kind of want to know what their destiny is, and they want to kind of force it, which you cannot do. You have to allow things to unfold in order to get to that point. And that doesn't mean that things are always going to be easy. It doesn't mean things are always going to be hard, but you've got to go through both those. You've got to flow through the good and the bad times in order to find out what is at the end of the day and what lessons you can get from that in order to get closer to your destiny, what your actual purpose is, where you actually want to go in life.
Yeah.
Thank you, Baba. So allowing yourself to really just dive into yourself and allow yourself to guide yourself, that's a lot of yourselves, to where you will actually end up being, because I feel a lot of people, they have an idea of where they would like to go, which is a great thing to have, but that doesn't mean that you must force that in order to be your destiny. Instead of being like, this is what I'd like to do, this is what I'm going to go for, is this my destiny? Let's find out, and just go with the flow and just allow things to unravel.
Unfold,
and and just be present in the moments. I mean, we speak about being present a lot, and just allowing things to be what they are, and not to try find something more out of something that might already just be very straightforward and simple. I think a lot of times, especially with destiny, we try to read into things a lot more than what they are. Sometimes things are just face value. Sometimes, yes, there are things that can go deeper with it, but I feel that we just need to allow ourselves to feel it, and we all know if we need to go deeper, or we all know whether it's just at face value, and that's what we actually need to have. So allowing that flow will lead you to your destiny, and with that, you will be A for away, and you'll have a beautiful, happy, fun life.
What did you say? You'll be A for away?
A for away.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's just something we've always said. You A for away, because A is for away. I don't know. It's something.
Like you'll be good. Like,
yeah.
Is that what that means? Like you'll be good.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never really thought very deeply on it. It's just
You've
face
just taken
value.
it at face value.
Exactly. See, sometimes you don't have to dive deep into it. Thank you for proving my point.
You guys, James is the poster child for taking things at face value. Like, if you're an INFP, you can relate to this. So he is very much like in it for the experience of the thing, you know, where I am the dive deeper. I am the one that likes to know. But granted, sometimes the need to know can actually come from a place of insecurity rather than like joy. You know, like sometimes when I'm diving deep into something, I'm really enjoying it. And sometimes I feel the need to dive deep into something because I'm uncertain or I'm not trusting what's going on. So you kind of have to like look for yourself and know yourself well enough to know, am I searching for a reason because I feel uncertain and I feel scared with where things are? Or am I looking at the deeper meanings because it's actually bringing me something and it's bringing me joy, right? So you have to just discern that for yourself. And I think like you're saying, a lot of times we get lost in the meaning and we actually stop experiencing life because we're looking for so much meaning. And this is a toxic thing in the spiritual community too, is like, you know, we can look for a meaning so deep in everything, just like we can use our tools so deeply that we actually, you know, like there's this like spiritual materialism, you know, like regular materialism is like this consumer mindset. I need more, I need more, I need more, I need more, right? And so then there's also this spiritual same thing, like I need to do more healing, I need to go inward more, I need to find more meaning, I need to connect with spirit, and I need, right? And it's like the same ego trap, but with a spiritual lens put onto it. So a lot of times sitting back, like you said, flowing, and just, it's funny because I want to relate this, you guys. So if you don't know, before we got married, my last name was Willis. And so James's last name is Furmore. So I always like to look at this name type stuff, because if you put that like together, it's will less for more. And that's, you know, that was my transition. So will less, like willing less into the world, you know, like using your will less, and you will get more for more. Will less for more. So I always think that to myself. It's like my own little mantra in my head, like, okay, will less for more. And then, you know, you'll gain more the less you push and push and push, like you were saying. Your destiny will come to you. And you don't have to worry about it. You are where you need to be, and you always will be where you need to be. So you're always in your destiny.
Exactly. And I find as well, I mean, if a very simple way for me to kind of explain it is like the same thing. If you do yoga, for instance, a lot of times your yoga instructor, when you're doing something, you're going through your breath and doing the light stretch, they will always tell you, relax your jaw. And without even thinking about it, the first thing you go is like, oh shit, my jaw is like, and it's like, okay, just take a deep breath and allow the flow to go through you, so you can actually be a little bit more at ease. Your body drops, your shoulders dropping, like take a deep breath, and suddenly everything just kind of falls into place and clicks, and you're like, okay, now I actually feel the stretch coming in. Now I feel more in myself, and I can understand what I'm actually doing a lot better. So it's about just taking that breath and letting that tension just go away from your body. And by doing that, you're going with the flow of your body and with yourself, which will help you get to your destiny.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks, Mama. Beautiful.
Anytime. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, put them down below. Share this video with somebody you love, somebody that needs to hear this message today. And we are so happy to be here doing these messages. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please put it in the comments, and we'll see you next week. Big love.
Bye.
Bye.